really thankful for these guys and how they battle. Some disappointing stuff in the game. Obviously, the muff punt was just critical, and we chased that the rest of the game. They got a score off of that. And then not scoring on fourth and less than a yard, we got to punch that in. Got to get it in right there. So those were a couple things that could have haunted us, but we overcame it. Some big drives by the offense. I'm so proud of DJ. I mean, he's starting to kind of get on the backside of that storm he's been going through, and I'm really, really proud of him. Unbelievable heart and leadership by him. I thought Tyson really brought something to the table tonight. Did a great job for us. Bo Collins, his first 100-yard game. All those linemen are growing up right before our eyes. Backs are battling. We lost Kobe. Shipley, huge kickoff return. BT comes back with a huge night, making some kicks. Will Spires just continues to be unbelievable with our punts. So just really, really proud of our team. And again, offensively, man, we're starting to hit some stride a little bit. And you saw a lot of good things tonight. Jay Ross had another good night. Defensively, Trenton Simpson was awesome. 10 tackles and 2 sacks. And we'll see a lot that we're not going to like on tape defensively. Obviously, we didn't do a good job of affecting this quarterback. He made big plays all night with his legs, but this will make us better. But when they had 4 downs from the 2, they couldn't get it in. And man, that's what it's all about. I mean, a goal line stand. It reminds me of we had a goal line stand against these guys in the Valley that one year, and I think Deshaun Williams deflected the ball. And then obviously we had Marcus Edmond with the tackle on the 4th down there in the Valley that year. And then here we have a goal line stand from the 2, 4 downs. Great, unbelievable catch there. We thought the game was over, and they rule him in. So now you got to reload. So just really proud of our guys. And again, good momentum into November. We'll celebrate this one tonight and see if we can continue to get some guys healthy and reload on Monday. And thankful we got a couple weeks in the Valley. With that, I'll take the questions.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Groves at CUTigers.com. You said it. Your guys have come up with so many of these goal line stands over the years when you had to have them. What makes them so tough to score on when the area is shortened in the red zone like that?
Trevor, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part of your question.
What makes your guys so tough to score on, especially in that shortened area in the red zone?
Well, it's something we take pride in. We talk about red zone defense all the time, and we've been a good red zone team. You can go back to the national championship in 2018. Alabama had the ball in the red zone a ton, and we kept them out from touchdowns. And it's just something that we've always taken pride in, always. And it's just never over, 2 yards is a long way to go, especially when you're going against Clemson defense. And so I'm just really, really proud of them. It's a shortened area. Everything is condensed. And when you've got a running quarterback like that, it's almost like playing 12 and playing against 12 from a defensive standpoint. But, they just don't quit. They don't quit. They believe. And we've made play after play after play all throughout the years. But I think, Ross, I think that's our first – I think it's the first time in my time as a head coach that we've won back-to-back games where we've had to come back in the 4th quarter and win it. So, it was a great team effort offensively to go get the lead. And then defensively, again, disappointed with the big play over there on Mario, but just love how they just kept competing. And then, again, a crazy play that we thought the game was over and they ruled him in. And so all you can say is these kids believe. They believe in each other. They got a lot of heart, a lot of toughness, and they just play the next play.
Dabo, this is Larry Williams. On that 4th down, it looked like the key was Goodrich and Makuba's communication on that switch route. I'm not sure how much of that you saw, but just curious to get your vantage point of that and how they defended it.
You talking about right there at the end?
Yeah, the last play. The last play.
Yeah, I can't even tell you, Larry. You probably know more than me. Shoot, I was over there just praying to the good Lord. I had no idea. I couldn't tell what the route was. We're backed up, and I just saw the quarterback. I knew they were going to run the quarterback and probably give him some options. So I could not tell what the route combination was from where I was. So sounds like they switched it off down in there. Is that what you're saying?
They did, yes.
Yeah. I'll see it on tape, and I have a better answer for you. But I just knew that he was going to get on the edge, and I knew they had a lot of pressure on him because the clock was running, and it's hard to get a call in from way down there. But I couldn't tell the route combination. It was a blur to me. I just had my eyes on that quarterback, and when I saw him go down, I knew the game was over finally.
You had a lot of different players, of course, years ago when you're coming up with goal line stands like that. But do you think that history helps you in that moment, sort of the legacy of just having, sort of been a part of that culture?
Yeah, that's Clemson defense. That's Clemson, and that is. It's culture. I mean, again, we did not play well defensively. That's our worst game. I mean, we had quarterback ran for 175 yards, not counting the sacks that we had. And we did not do a good job at all. Big plays. That's the most big plays we've given up all year. So there's a lot to fix from that, but they just keep battling. And it was good to see the offense step up and pick that defense up tonight. The defense has been there all year. Our defense, I mean, are you kidding me? Our 3 losses, they put us in position to win, and we didn't get it done on offense. But it was awesome to see the offense pick those guys up. I just think that's great for our team. And again, we got a lot that we can fix and correct and learn, but there's no question when it's fourth quarter, these guys don't flinch, and they just believe. As we say, that the tougher it is, the better we get, and it don't get any tougher than first and goal from the 2, and it's 4 downs to get in there against a group like that. So. It's just incredible job by Brent and staff. And again, we've instilled in our culture here for many, many years. It's never over. You just keep battling, play the next play. Anything can happen. And you saw that on display there at the end.
Hey, Dabo, it's Phil Kornblut. When you guys called timeout at the very end on that last possession, you guys called a defensive timeout. Was that to let you guys just sort of catch some air, or was that more of a planning session for you guys?
No, that was me trying to make sure I at least gave our offense a chance. You get the ball first and go on the 2. I mean, the odds are kind of against you, and the clock was against us. So I had 2 timeouts, and so I called the one on second down. But it was good to regroup a little bit. They had no timeouts. And so, the third down, so now if they score on third down, then at least I've got a timeout left and an opportunity for us to, get a good return and go kick a field goal and win the game. But when we stopped them on third down, now it's a decision, and I've just made the decision to not use it because I didn't want to give them any. They were under pressure. Again, it's hard to get a call in. The clock's ticking. They're trying to signal and all that stuff, and so I just felt like it was our advantage right there when we stopped them on third. But the objective was, if they scored on third down, we'd have had a little bit of time left with a timeout to hopefully get a good return and have a chance to kick a field goal.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor again. On the 4th and 1, when Moffett was stopped in the goal line, you had the 75-yard kick return by Shipley that set that up. Moffett had the 11-yard run, and then of course he got stopped on the 4th and 1. But I'm just curious. We didn't see Shipley again after the kickoff return on that possession. Did you think he might be a little bit winded, or did you just feel better about Moffett? Okay.
No, he's out right there. He was just gassed, and
gotcha.
They got him back ready, and we were able to get him back going. But he was out right there, and we got to score. I mean, it's not going to be pretty. We got to pound through that smoke, man. If you got to go high, go high. We didn't get it done, but we'll learn from it.
Dabo, this is Matt.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I was just gonna say, just what's it been like going through this season where it seems like every game is down to the last play, and then just what does it say about your program that you guys have gone 4-1 now since the loss at NC State?
Well, it's a little different, we're keeping everybody, we've blown a lot of people out for a lot of years, and everybody complains about that. So hopefully everybody's staying engaged for the last minute. We're keeping everybody everybody's attention, that's for sure. So it's gonna make us better. It's gonna make us better. It's hard to win, man. It's hard to win, and just really proud of our guys for finding a way. And again, this is a good start to November for us. We've got a couple of games at home, and hopefully we can just keep some momentum and keep battling.
Hey, Dabo, this is Steve Bittenbender with the Associated Press. Was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about the progression that DJ has made, especially in the last few weeks, and kind of how that helped with the breakthrough tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a challenging year, but that's just part of growing up. It's part of being a young quarterback and learning how to handle disappointment and things like that. And early part of the year, he certainly wasn't playing well. We didn't play well around him, and we're getting better. We're just more consistent around him. We've gotten the run game going, and I think he's just kind of gotten through, like I said, kind of the storm he was going through. And man, I'm proud of him. It's a tough position, especially to play at Clemson. And, I just love his mental toughness. I love his work ethic. He made some big time plays. He made some big time plays tonight, and it's what we expect from him. So he's just going to keep getting better. And I'm just really proud of him, because he could have kept going south, but man, he's been trending in the right direction, and hopefully be more to come.
Yeah, but just how proud are you of your team as a whole, especially you were down all night long and you found a way to stay, come back and win this game.
Yeah, again, that's love for each other. That's belief in who we are. It's belief in our program, its culture. But most of all, it's just, they care and they believe. They don't flinch. We talk about it all the time, man. Don't be affected by the scoreboard. Just keep playing, keep believing. And we've been talking about that for 13 years around here. And, this is a group that's really growing up. I love this team, just like I love all my teams. But I love this team, and man, we've had some heartbreakers, but man, this is I'm having fun. I'm having fun with these guys, and we're just gonna keep getting better. We're gonna keep growing. You see them young linemen growing up. We don't have a single senior out there, and we only got one senior next year in JMAC. So, man, it's going to really pay off for us with the experiences that they're getting, the experience that all these guys are getting. Another big touchdown by Davis Allen. But again, good to see DJ. I think he had a season high tonight. So, man, we need to be at our best in November, and good to see us kind of, heading in a positive direction as opposed to heading in a bad direction this time of year.
Dabo, this is Matt again. I think I'll go ahead, Anna.
Just as well as DJ played, I guess is the next step for him, maybe making more of those layups, just like that horizontal ball to Collins that seemed like a misfire. Is that just the easier throws more consistently?
Yeah. I mean, he made a bunch of them tonight. He gave the guys some great opportunities. He put a great ball to Ross early. I think it was first quarter. Ross should have made that one, and Jay Ross had a good game. But great throw to Ngata. We had a miscommunication with Ngata. Ngata should have been on the outcut on that third down. That was costly. We ended up having to kick there, but that was a big miss to Bo. But we overcame it and went on and scored. But definitely a big miss right there. But he did a great job, and he got rid of the ball. And again, he's banged up, but he protected the ball well. and no turnovers tonight offensively. That was something that we really needed to do. We needed to manage the game. We needed to take care of the ball. We needed to make some of those big plays, and we did just enough in the run game. They pressured us a little bit more, just like I thought they would. And but man, some big plays. I was happy for Tyson too. Tyson came in. I thought he sparked us and kind of got us down in there. We were able to get a field goal, which was huge. And we took a shot there, had a big PI on Jay Ross. So just a good effort by both of those guys.
Dabo, I think you said on the broadcast that DJ had a sprained PCL. Just how did he kind of play through that, and how much was it impacting him?
Yeah, well, I mean, it definitely, you saw him when he was sore. He kind of landed on it, came down on it. So, they had to check him out. They braced him up, and we tried to protect him as much as we could, but we had to keep him honest. And like I said, I didn't think that they would play for the run there with him banged up. I thought they would really try to play coverage, and we got that thing, had it up great, and walked in there, hobbled in. That was a huge play, but listening to the doctors, they say it's not anything you got to have surgery or anything like that. Just got to rehab him and strengthen him up and brace him up. And so hopefully we can get him a little better this week.
Take 2-3 more for Coach.
Hey, Coach, it's
How
Trevor again.
about, how about Booth? Any?
Yeah, he had like a stinger, and they held him. Just kind of, I think it was more concussion protocol than anything else. So he seemed fine after the game and was excited and dancing and having a big time. So I think it was kind of precautionary, and hopefully he'll be okay this week.
I guess Pace, same thing on Pace.
Yep, concussion protocol.
Coach, you told BT after last week's game that you just needed to flush it because he's been so reliable for you all season. It had to be nice to see him come through tonight with 3 for 3 from field goals. Obviously, you needed all of them.
Yeah, and that's just, I think, an indication of being a veteran player. He's got a ton of experience. A freshman BT probably misses a couple of those tonight, but a senior BT, he's got great mental toughness, and like I said, he's had a great year. Except last week, he was awesome. He was awesome. The whole battery. Brian Tucker got his first start in there on field goal, and man, he did a good job for us. And then Jack and Will did a great job with the snap and hold, and it was really good. They brought some heat on that, but the operation was excellent. And again, great to see BT respond like I knew he would.
Take one more for Coach. All right. If there's nothing else for Coach Williams. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.